time now to take a look at describing headlines around the international papers. Florence Villeneuve back with us in studio.
Hi, Eve.
Hey, Florence. Let's start with this summit President Barack Obama is holding with Arab leaders about the Gulf. A lot of people not showing up.
That's right. 4 out of 6 Gulf monarchs are not going to be attending this meeting. You can see a photo of the 6 that were supposed to attend the meeting on the front page of L'Orient Le Jour, the Lebanese paper. And you can see the crosses there on the ones that are not going to come to this meeting. You can see the kings of Bahrain, Oman, the United Arab Emirates, and especially the king of Saudi Arabia. You can see L'Orient Le Jour says this is a real snub for the U.S. president. Raya Al-Youm, that's a pan-Arab paper based in London, goes even further, calls it a slap in the face as a major humiliation for Barack Obama. The New York Times also is taking a look at what these absences mean, specifically the king of Saudi Arabia's absence. You can see here it says the king's absence it signals that the Saudi-U.S. marriage is adrift. And inside, the New York Times says 4 powerful factors are really leading to rising tensions between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia, namely the nuclear accord with Iran, the rise of the Islamic State group, regional unrest due to the Arab Spring, specifically in Yemen, and, of course, the transformation of the world energy markets.
An absence, but not a snub. Everyone is insisting, I believe.
Absolutely. The Daily Beast says this is an article by Christopher Dickey, who says the Saudi king did not exactly snub Obama. And according to his sources close to the royal family, the view is actually more nuanced. After all, the king did send 2 of his most senior deputies, so that's the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Nayef, who is also the interior minister, as well as his son, the deputy Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who's also the minister of defense. So according to this article, Saudi Arabia still appreciates the importance of America and the fact that these 2 very senior, these 2 high-profile Saudis have been sent is a sign of that. And there's another article in Slate, this time by Joshua Keating, who says, don't read too much into Salman's snub here. You can see he says the U.S. and Saudi Arabia are still stuck with each other.
Okay, well, let's move over to the UK now, where the new Conservative cabinet is to meet for the first time since last week's election.
Absolutely. The Guardian, in its editorial, takes a closer look at this new cabinet and says there are some familiar faces, but also, actually, there haven't been that many changes to the new team, according to this editorial. So not too many changes, and they do face some very explosive issues. 2 of the big issues, of course, are the future of Britain's place in the EU and the possible breakup of the United Kingdom, rather. Now, on the issue of Europe, if we go to the front page of The Guardian, you can see that David Cameron wants to move quickly on Europe. He's hopping on the fast track. And you can also read about that on the front page of the Wall Street Journal today, that Cameron is really starting to move on his European agenda. Essentially, he's drawing up plans to bring forward the in-out referendum on Britain's EU membership to 2016, so a year ahead of schedule. Why is that? Well, papers explain that he basically wants to avoid a clash with elections that are going to be held in 2017 in France and in Germany.
Okay, now, as for the future of the United Kingdom, Scottish eyes are smiling.
Absolutely. An army of new SNP MPs are arriving at Westminster. And the leader of the SNP, so Nicola Sturgeon, she's been very defiant with the Prime Minister. She says the rules of the game have changed now that the SNP had a landslide victory in Scotland. You can see here she says that the referendum decision lies with the Scottish public, not with the Prime Minister.
Okay, Florence, we're going to have to leave it at that for now. Florence Villeneuve there with the international papers. Thanks indeed.